Biafran agitation. Yorubas are not cowards as Igbos think. Reno Omkri says Yorubas are a dauntless people. Omkri says for the long, many Igbos have looked at the Yorubas as cowards. The cleric says history has shown that some of the bravest Nigerians are Yoruba people. Omkri further notes that many Igbos in history have been seen to have acted in a cowardly manner. Reno Omkri has said that the belief that Yoruba people are cowards is a false stereotype. Omkri said the false stereotype is one which the Igbo people must shun. Taking a walk down Nigeria history lane, Omkri noted that only 2 men have returned to Nigeria to face almost certain death even when they had the option of a very comfortable political asylum abroad. The former aide to Goodluck Jonathan stressed that both men who returned were Yoruba. In his Facebook post, Omkri narrated that in 1985, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida toppled the Buhari regime while Major General Tunde Digban, mixed Yoruba, Fulani, was at Mecca yet Digban returned. He further noted that in 1995, Olusegun Obasanjo, pure Yoruba, was accused of planning a coup by the bloodthirsty tyrant, Abika. If you don't like the truthful description of Abika, you can go and join him where he is, while he was away in Copenhagen. He returned to face almost certain death. Omkri says the Igbos must stop believing in the false position that Yorubas are cowards. Omkri, who said he admired Ojukwu, however, noted that Ojukwu disappointed many people when he, Ojukwu, fled. "I wish he remained," said Omkri. The charismatic cleric also informed that he also admired Azikiwe, but Awolowo would never abandon his people as Azikiwe did when he defected to the federal side during the Civil War. Throwing more lights on the courage of the Yoruba people, Omkri stressed that Awolowo was in prison because of his people and he could have been released had he compromised his beliefs, but he stoutly refused. That is courage, not cowardice. I have been in direct communication with Gowon, whom I admire, but he did not return after he was accused of being behind the Dimka coup. Obasanjo and Digban are probably the bravest Nigerians ever. They are certainly braver than Murtala Muhammad, who was safely in London waiting for Joseph Garba and CO to topple Gowon, Omkri opined. According to Omkri, the stereotype of Yorubas as cowards is false. Every ethnicity has cowards and brave men. As we celebrate Biafra at 50, I hope the Yoruba and Igbo can find common ground and unite as southern Nigeria's 2 main ethnic nationalities, otherwise the South will continue to be politically disadvantaged even when it is the most educationally advantaged part of Nigeria, Omkri stressed. In a similar vein, Omkri has said that it is true that the Igbo are marginalized in Nigeria, however, a lot of the blame for this can be laid at Ndigbo's doorstep. According to an earlier report by Nage.com, Omkri noted that the major undoing of Ndigbo is their misunderstanding of the term strength. He stressed that as a general rule, to the Igbo, all strength is physical. They do not seem to realize that strength is your ability to assert your will on earth and that that ability may not always be physical, Omkri noted. Omkri said the proverb discretion is the better part of valor is not understood by the Igbos. He said Igbos tend to be reactionary and consider pausing to study a situation before you respond, not react, as cowardice. One or two of them may get it, but as a race in general they do not. They do not consider diplomacy as a first step, Omkri said.